this is Dan, your totally serious raw food teacher. I just want you to know that I take this very seriously, okay? How about a little bit of a vegetable stew? I was in the garden there and I saw all this stuff and I thought to myself, you know, it'd be nice if I were the one that got to eat these tomatoes instead of these birds. So I picked some tomatoes, I cut some kale here, some collard greens, I got me some lettuce, some red chard. Look at those little sweeties. Carrots, some garlic, shelled peas, and a few of these little bad boys, cherry tomatoes. Let's put it together. Real simple, real easy, real fun. Real fun. Coconut for the base. How's that sound? Ooh, a little strange for a veggie stew. This guy's mixing it up. That's right, we get a little crazy. We push the envelope. We're going way over the limit. Way over the line. This is crazy. You can't have coconut in a vegetable stew. It's like a Thai veggie stew. So let's put some carrots in there. Real good, huh? Look at how cute those are. And how about some peas? How's that sound? Ding. Some tomatoes. I'm going to put all the liquidy stuff down in there first. And then I'll throw these leafy greens on top. And then I've got carrot juice here to get it to the consistency that I want. Maybe I'll use all that carrot juice. But you never know when you get started on what's going to happen when you blend stews up like this. Here's just a variety of mixed fresh lettuces right out of the garden. So all this is fresh out of the garden except the lime. I do not have a lime tree. I don't have a coconut tree either. But that's pretty fresh food, huh? That's really the way that I like to eat, if I can. Now obviously, you know, next year hopefully I'll do a little bit better at the gardening. I learned a lot this year about a lot of things, soil and planting space and everything like that. I'm not a huge green thumb. In fact, I'm going to get rich and then I'm going to hire a couple of professional gardeners to grow my fruit trees and stuff like that, because I'm more into, everyone has certain things that they really like to do. And gardening is fine and fun. I mean, I'm really into it to harvest the food, but I know there's gardeners out there that have a passion for it. I'm more into maybe like spirituality is really my passion, to tell you the truth, which how can that be a passion? I mean, spirituality is just being what you are fully. So it's pretty easy. I guess I'm kind of lazy. It's like to be the most spiritual person is to be exactly what you are. You know, and that's the hardest thing for a human to be like, to follow their own real self. I'm going to throw some garlic in there. One of these days I'm going to break the garlic habit, but for now I'm just chilling. I'm just stabilizing, and I'm ready to make a jump though. I'm feeling some kind of major fast coming on, like I'm earning the karma from the universe, you know, to be able to do that. But like I always say, you know, you can't really jump ahead too fast. You know, you got to just step by step your way through this. Because if you go beyond your own karma, you're going to have the whiplash back effect. And it's not even worth it. You get to be a point where the universe humbles you, and it's like you just say, oh, I'm going to do this, because, you know, I could definitely feel like I could get a lot healthier. I mean, I look the part, that's great, but I'm working at levels of psychological and spiritual levels, and basically like eating the right and removing inflammation so that I can like pay attention and be more focused. So a lot of things in the mind happening, you know. And that's one of my main, you know, that's one of my main, of course I'm just rapping, but getting the mind, you know, to be, well, it's impossible to describe really, to see my potential arise. And that's what this YouTube station channel is about our potential arising in all areas of our lives. Anyways, you know how we do this. I guess it's cool for me to be able to rap, put these recipes together, give you the gist, without having to sit here and explain everything, because Krista does everything up over here in the info section. Isn't that cool? I can go like that. And it's right up over there. And subscribe button is somewhere around there too. And like, I think we have like links for the Vitamix over here too, and the juicer that we like to sell, the Breville, the Juice Fountain Elite, but we've got a couple other ones too, and that's sort of one of the ways we're monetizing on this thing so far. I haven't asked you for nothing. I don't plan on it. We're going to be real smart, because I think there's a new paradigm of marketing, and I think the old way is like pushing your crap on everyone and finding sneakier ways to trick people out of their money and hyping everything up, and like, oh, you got to get this last, there's only 40 left kind of thing. And then you're like, well, yeah, but it's a digital age, and you could, when the 40 are gone, you can take about 20 seconds and print 1,000 more. So it's all this hype. So I'm trying to just find a way to, like, you know, with Krista's major intelligence, you know, and vast understanding of, I mean, she probably wouldn't say that, but I mean, I look at her like, kind of like, whoa, you're like a genius, you know. I mean, I do this, she does those things, and then so there's got to be a way to like just be cool and not really have to ask anyone for anything. It's really like, just if you want to make more money, be cooler, you know, be more cool. If you want to succeed in life and have people like you and have people, they don't want you to leave. When you come visit their villa in Mexico, they don't want you to leave because you're the guy making all the food, and you're like, hey, I got to get back to the woods, you know. And they're like, oh, well, you can come back anytime and stay in this, you know, $1 million villa if you, you know. They don't even care about the food. You're just cool, and that's what it's about. So the more cool you can become truly inside and care about people, this life will just carry you right everywhere, and everything will just be effortless. I mean, there's all this hard work and put your nose to the grindstone, but that never worked for me. I swear to God, I never got anywhere until I just gave up and said, whatever, I'm going to be me. I'm going to lay here on this couch when I feel like laying on the couch. I'm going to get up and go work in the garden when I feel like working in the garden. I'm going to go out and clean windows when I feel like cleaning windows. I'm not going to be a slave to like the external world. I'm going to be just a guy who's, you know, I'm not promoting laziness. I'm just promoting effortless consciousness. Anyways, you'll get all the ingredients there. I'll reiterate anyways real quick. Carrot, peas, tomatoes, a variety of lettuce, red chard, kale, and collard greens, 4 cloves of garlic, and I think I said peas, and coconut water. So Krista will do that over here, and I'm going to wheel this through and see what kind of consistency we get, and we're going to call this a, let's call this a summer stew. How about that? Sounds good to me, eh? I think we might have done a good job here. Okay, so I could have left it a little chunkier if I wanted. I went really smooth on that, but I gotta tell you, I think it turned out perfect. I'll just have the carrot juice on the side. I might even go over into the garden and grab a couple more things of kale to thicken it up a little bit and to have some chunks. Again, sea salt, a little bit of olive oil, half an avocado, a hot pepper, you know, some corn. If you cut up some corn and put that in there right now, that'd be awesome. Chunk up some other vegetables. I just can't tell you what an honor and as a privilege it is for me to share with you, to share this time, that you just let me be me, and that's good enough, because that's what I'm just getting at. Everyone's just be yourself, and it's like, thank God. So that's kind of why I was playing with this tonight. I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to have fun, and I think that you're going to feel that I just really care about you, and I just want to see you succeed in your health, and I'm going to pull out every trick in the book that I can, that I've learned about over the years about my passion, and I'm going to share it with you. Pure and simple, and good things are going to come out of that. So please do me a favor, would you? Subscribe on YouTube, friend me on Facebook, and I will see you soon. Awesome. Enjoy the soup.